Not necessarily the wisest choice.
I'm taking them and every while.
Middle of a steamy run on a steamy day. One of those days where everything smells more funky because there's more moisture in the air and you can smell better, and also because you're tired and you haven't run for a while and you're just feeling funky. It's turned into a properly beautiful day, and now I'm off to a cafe to edit the hell out of some photos that I should have been editing the hell out of a few days ago, but set construction and other things came up. On my way to one of the final rehearsals of Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a little bit hot out. So I've been thinking lately about two things that are important to me in making art. Complicity and conversation. Complicity means we're in this mess together. And conversation means I'm making the art. Not just as a single voice coming out of nowhere, but is in response to other people. So this probably deserves like a long essay on its own, like carefully thought out. Who has the control in a conversation? You know, when a YouTuber pranks someone, or when Diane Arbus takes a picture of someone and it's maybe not so flattering, is the other person complicit in that? I used to think that all real artists were inspired and all of the magic art just came out of them. And now I realize that even the greatest and most original artists, to a certain extent, are always responding to something that has come before. Always. That's conversation. So in making these videos, I want my subjects to be pretty much complicit. Because I don't believe in tricking people or manipulating them to make my art. But I don't know really what I'm in conversation with. That's a tricky one. I know that I want to make beautiful things. I know that I see things in the world that I react to. I don't know how much of it I want to put in YouTube, which requires a constant flow of content. It doesn't always leave time for reflection and figuring out really what I feel or think about something. So here I am trying to occupy this middle space where I make stuff as often as possible and release it as often as possible, but it comes from something real and not just manufactured because I have to post yet another video. I don't know if that's completely coherent, but I am standing right next to the old site where Shakespeare in the Parking Lot had its birth. Shakespeare in the Parking Lot started as an institution in 1995, which means it's been around for roughly 21 years. It's a year or two ago that we had to leave the old parking lot due to development in the area. That's why there's all that construction.
All my life,
What you making, Gary?
I'm making a bow tie.
told me I could be
Foil tie.
anything beyond the sea. All you need is to believe. Who's the victim? Who's distracted? Who's the pictures you wanna stop?
I have to say, this parking lot lacks the gritty rawness of the old parking lot. There's fewer drunken arguments that take place, but it's kind of beautiful.
In the back of that.
You're in the back of that? You're like,
Hello.
stop filming
I was
me.
like, oh no! Then I went the other way.
All this time I've been relieved. If you want me, I am free to pursue my quest and creed. I don't care how much I bleed. Whose addiction? Whose refraction? Who's responding for all these actions? Don't you try it.
My part being done, my part is tiny. I now have the rest of the rehearsal to watch them work and to get some work of my own done.
Under the pap of Pyramus, I, that left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus,
The end is violent. You were the last one to
I die.
forget.
Pretty much a fun rehearsal. Show looks good, but I think everyone's in that weird keyed up state where they don't really trust that the show is good. But I think it's going to be good, especially once we get an audience and everyone figures out that we're going to have fun. Here's the true thing about riding the subway any time of day, but especially at night. It's true all over the city, but for some reason I see it more in the subway. You can see people losing their shit completely. I don't mean like they're mad. I mean like they're desperate. And the temptation is to take a picture of that because it's happening in the world and it's interesting. I don't. I'm not certain I can judge anyone who does, but I don't. It's my people!
You're so sweaty.
Yes. Sometimes I forget to breathe. I don't mean actually breathe. I mean sometimes I forget to ground myself and just recognize that basically things are okay.
Output, ignoring the yellow wire. The mini regulator's trimmer potentials can now be adjusted by any source that has a voltage between 12 to 24 volts, so long as it can supply a wide connector. So it's just a case of carefully soldering on a male XT60 connector,
I've been
taking extra precautions against short circuits, as the battery can be killed if the
I've been seduced by the DIY channel, DIY Perks, which has this soothing British man explaining to you how you can make these very complicated and beautiful projects for like enormous LED flashlights that are incredibly bright. Well, I'm going to open my unwise snacks, upload some video, start editing, and then go to bed. Shrimp chips.